Hi, welcome to Sumery P. Today I've got a fun recipe with these sprinkles, or as I knew them when I was a little girl, hundreds and thousands. So it's a fun butter cookie, and I'm making it with spelt flour because that's my favourite flour, but feel free to just use regular flour. So it's super easy and really quick, and I think it'd be a fun thing to do with the kids. So all we do is we've got some unsalted butter, which I've had softening at room temperature. So that's 110 grams. I'm just popping that in here. So that's roughly about half a cup. We've got one large egg, which I've already cracked. So that goes in as well. And I'm just using caster sugar, but I think you could use regular white sugar. 3/4 of a cup of white sugar, we've got 3/4 of a cup of caster sugar, or 160 grams. So that goes in as well. So I'm just going to mix those until they're all creamy and together. And if you didn't have a stand mixer, you could do it just in a bowl with a spoon, a wooden spoon, or you can use electric handheld beater. Just pop it up a little bit, do a little bit of a mixing dance. Oh, and you want to get your trays prepared. So I've got 2 baking trays that I've just greased with some cooking butter and paper lined them. And I've popped my oven on to 180 degrees C. So that's all light and fluffy. Actually, I still see a few butter bits, so I'm going to do it a little bit more. I'm going to grab my spatula and just double check that that's all whipped. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, so it's so easy. Everything else just goes in. So we've got a half a teaspoon of baking powder. So I'm just going to pop that in with my flour. So I've got 190 grams of flour. I'm just going to whisk that baking powder in there. So that's about 1.5 cups of flour. So that goes in. And vanilla, just half a teaspoon of vanilla. And that's it, so simple. Just going to scrape my paddle. Make sure that's all mixed together. If you're new here today, thank you for clicking on, and consider subscribing. All you need to do is have a Google account, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and then you get notified as soon as I've got a new video. I'm doing 3 videos a week. So I stumbled across this recipe on a website called Lakerlands, which is a butter brand in the US. And I tried it and it was so delicious that I thought, I've got to share it with you. I just tweaked it slightly and changed the flour out, and I've changed the method of sprinkles. They didn't say to chill the dough, but I always like to chill my dough because it stops the cookies spreading too much and they're easier to roll. So I'm going to transfer the dough into this bowl. I'm just going to cover that with some plastic. Just pop this in the fridge for about 15 minutes. I've got my dough out of the fridge and it's rolling time. I'll take my ring off, grab my trays. I've got 2 teaspoons. So I'm rolling the dough in my hand, and then I'm popping the top of the ball in the sprinkles and then placing it on the tray. And then I get a glass, and this is a tip that was on the recipe website that I got, and I just press it down. That's it. So I'm just using, I think, a small teaspoon. Roll it, dip it, place it on the tray, and squish it. Now the original recipe had the sprinkles all over them. They rolled the whole cookie in the sprinkles, which you can do, but I did it this way and I preferred it. So just sprinkles on top, pop it on the tray and squish it. And if you've got any little helpers close by, they can help you roll or squish or dip or all of it. So roll, dip, squish. Oh, and the other thing I sampled as well, if you didn't want to use sprinkles, I've tried it with poppy seeds or sesame seeds. So if you want a slightly grown up or healthier version, and you could use either of those. And I also tried doing it in choc chips, which was fun too. But for the video today, I'm just doing the sprinkles. So roll, dip and squish. You can also make the dough the day before and chill it in the fridge overnight. And then you can make the cookies the next day. Roll, dip and squish. And to start with, I've put about 4 tablespoons of the sprinkles, or the hundreds and thousands, because you can always go back and get more if you need more. And you want to make sure that they're not too close together. I'm just looking at my tray thinking, maybe I've put them too close together. I hope they don't all link up. Squish. Now my oven's nice and hot. I'm going to bake this first tray for, it's roughly 6 to 8 minutes. I'm going to keep an eye on them at 6 minutes, and if they're golden, I'll take them out. So in the meantime, let's just crack on with our next tray. I think that's all I'm going to get on that tray. So I'm just going to wait until these ones are cooked. I'm going to pop this dough back in the fridge while I'm waiting. So here we have our butter cookies with sprinkles all complete, and it's time for the taste test. So this one got a bit squished in the oven. I think I pushed the cookie against the back of my oven. Anyway, I'm going to try this one. They're soft in the middle, crunchy on the outside, golden brown. Yum, simple. I love a simple cookie, and these ones are delicious. Not super healthy, but super easy to whip up. So if you've liked my video today, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, share it with a friend, pop a comment below, give this a go, and I'll pop a few more links up above for some other cookie recipes. And let me know if there's anything that you'd like me to film, and I'll see you next time. Bye.